everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. Hope you have a great day. Hope this video can make it a little bit better. The following video was taken on stream as I was trying to test everything out in the first couple days. So there will be some of me interacting with chat, but I'll try to narrow it down to make it as focused as possible for you. Hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. Ionia, Runeterra, and Targon. I do kind of wonder how Nilah could be there. Oath Nilah is good. Why would Oath be good? You shuffle 2 level 2 champions into your deck, double their stats, and draw one of them. So you just get big champions. I was thinking Loose Cannon's Payload would be good, because normally what happens is you overdraw like crazy. And so even though she shuffles cards back into your deck, double big champions. I guess, yeah, you draw them with the fleeting, if they're a fleeting copy, you then get to play them be big. Sure, so I was going to do the Loose Cannon's Payload, but I suppose we could try Oath. It's like, do we want to do Star Gems, or we want to do something else? Yeah, I was thinking 2 Star Gems, I just didn't know if there'd be something better. All right, let's try this. We will see how it goes, because yeah, with this, we're going to have extra fleeting. Nilah is probably going to be one where you have to try to brute force them down. Now, there are builds you can do for Nilah, like with the Jinx Relic. You can discard so many cards, especially if you get Nilah with like Stabilize or Shadow Totem, where each one of those is discarding your whole hand, and then all those cards, you're trying to draw them next round because you draw one for each one you discarded. But yeah, let's go ahead and try this. She should be pretty good for the Twisted Fates event. Yeah, we can try this here. All right, let's go for a support champion. Annie with double attack, Lilia, or Set. I do kind of like Annie. Also, whatever we choose is going to influence our other cards. I do just like Annie and cheap units in general. Lilia to blink Nilah for more oaths. I mean, yeah, the sleep. So the sleep effect itself isn't good in that, like, this resummons the champion, so that doesn't trigger for oaths. But we could use it to put her to sleep to play another one. That is something we could do. Yeah, it's play. So Nilah, this coming out won't actually work. We could actually use Lilia to put her to sleep so she's not on the board anymore, technically, and then we could drop another Nilah. So it's like we still could kind of make it work. But yeah, the resummon won't work. We summon a 1 cost, granted 2/2. Bow's Nexus takes 1 extra damage from all sources. So lethality in this match is excellent if you're trying to mill yourself. But here I think we're going to try to go for damage. So I think let's go for Yips. Yeah, sure. Let's go for draft. Bursting Backpack is just fun, so sure. 5 Punch Pablo. Draw a spell. Create a prize fight in hand. Sure, let's grab that one. When I'm summoned, summon a Brigand with my stats. It can be a decent blocker. Create exact copy, sure. Sunk cost. 3 cost Scout, vulnerable. To a different subtype. Not really a fan of any of these. Okay, Slipstream with an epic item. Like, we're already going to be generating these, so that's not bad. This is actually not terrible either, and that's actually pretty good as well. When I'm summoned, grant allied Spritelings and Sprite Mothers everywhere Spirit. That's a summon effect. Shout out to the summon effect. That seems kind of crazy. Discard 2, attack, draw 2, plunder. I cost 2, draw 2 at next round start. That could be okay. Sure. Recall an enemy, increase the cost of the next unit your opponent plays by 2. Sparring student. Sure. We're going for a lot of very cheap units. The goal is to really just play Nilah and then be using these big champions. But let's, go here for Crack Shot. All right, that looks relatively fine. So we're going to get double Nilah here. So then we can drop Nami for free, drop Lilia for free. Do we want to go for a Gale Song? We might want to go for, well, if we put her to sleep, she gets bigger with Black Cleaver, I think. Goodness, that's a lot of damage. They're obviously going to block, but still. Yeah. Let's put her to sleep, and I think she's gonna get doubled again next round. Yes, she is. So since we have double Lilia or double Nilah, we can't really put her to sleep to play another one. Not that we have another one. But I think let's just keep putting Lilia to sleep so we just have this absolute monster of a unit. Oh look, another Lilia. Alright, we need to kill both of these. Let's put this Lilia to sleep as well. So we're gonna have two monster Lilias. Alright, this is totally unnecessary, but let's play this for fun. I guess it does let Nami buff us up even more. Alright, that's a lot of damage. GG. Glory Seeker, Mysterious Portals. We already are drawing a lot at the start of the game. Sure, let's maybe go for some portals. That can be fun. Let's go for the champion item, so Bright Steel. Alright, so far the one round we've done has been pretty nutty. Oh, the sprites are so adorable. This one's like the cutest. Although, yeah, just so adorable. Alright, let's go for Nilah. And then we can go for Samira. Samira could technically give us a rally, in theory. Alright, so Nilah could die. Let's go ahead and attack with these two. We're gonna overdraw like crazy, probably. Actually, not quite. We could go for double Mr. Root. I think we're fine though. Can't quite do this Bright Mother. We could go for Green Glade Lookout though. And I think let's put Lilia to sleep. Let's try to block and reduce as much damage we can as possible. Oh look, Galio. Aw, Sejuani got destroyed. Let's drop Galio. He will be massive and he can give us a rally. Yes, also he's fleeting. So there's going to be more of them. Let's go ahead and attack like this. Let's give her a challenger and put that over here. They technically could kill Nilah, so I think I actually won't attack with her. Actually, no, she's fine. She is 9, he is 7. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, let's... go ahead and attack, and then attack again. And GG. Alright, yeah, not bad. Nab, Plunder, let Nab one more. This actually could be bad because we're potentially going to be adding a bunch of puff caps to the enemy deck. So I think we're fine. Sure, 2 cost stun. That's alright. Double attack can be good. We need to get more copies of our Nilah though. Sure, we'll just grab this here. Alright, Crown Guard. Let's give it most of these. We're still eventually wanting to play our Sprite Mother because I feel like it'd be so strong. Aw, we can't quite play Garen, sad. Although he's going to be fleeting this next round, so it's not the worst. Also, fleeting Viego. And then Garen. And then Maokai. Yeah, you get a little bit of lucky, and this kind of goes insane. Yeah, we just took out 2 of their units. Alright. GG. Damn. I mean, extra draw can be fine. Yeah, sure. When you summon an ally, deal 1 to the enemy Nexus. We are trying to kill the Nexus, so sure, we can do that. Do we want to cut a card? Probably. Draw can be good, can be bad. We can get rid of the Sacrificial Scholar. That one doesn't matter as much. Let's go for Morgana. Let's get rid of Mr. Roots, and that one as well. Wonder how TF is going to go? Yeah, we will see. I do want to play this. I wish we had one more mana. Oh, look, Hecarim. Well, that's slightly annoying. But yeah, no one can block her, so she can just go ahead and attack. So we'll drop this to get it out of hand. And then we'll go for a double Soraka. So we have these big blockers that can't actually block this. Let's go for Bursting Backpack. And then next round, Hecarim is going to be fleeting, so we'll be able to get 2 copies of him. Granted, he's probably going to get stunned, but let's drop that right there. And immediately stunned. Ah, it sounds about right. There's only dealing 2 damage, so it's not going to be that much to Morgana. Still, though.
Be at peace.
Yeah. Not really a fan of Morgana, but let's try to attack.
I need to believe that one day things will be okay.
Nothing lasts forever, child. Not even pain.
We might actually just end from these bursting backpacks. Let's get rid of suppression, and then, yeah, just drop some of these. How many pop caps do they have? Oh my word. They have 460. Alright, let's go ahead and try to attack like this. And if they don't end, we'll just play more pop caps. Alright, GG. Oh, that's pretty fun. I'm gonna play a card, give me 1/1. Let's go for Philosopher's Stone, I suppose. Each round, the first time you spend mana to play a spell, oh goodness, refill mana equals to its cost. That can be fine, but we normally don't play that many spells. Normally we're just playing units. Your skills do 2 extra damage. Let's try to do a reroll so we can get something a little bit better. Quick draw, that can be very nice. Let's go up here for the Smooth Soloist. Let's get through most of these. Oh, we did not draw. We did not draw our other champion. That is not the best. We could go for Mr. Root and try to hit the jackpot. Could drop a double Spartan so we can get more mana next round. Let's see if we can get lucky. Nope, not quite. Alright, sure. Let's go for Spartan Student. I think we will pass for now, but we'll get plenty of mana next round, so that'll be nice at least. Alright, we'll go for Lilia.
You'll wear clouds for clothes. Nothing matters.
Alright, let's drop this one right here. Because we'll make her really nice and big next round. Ah, there we go. So we can get double Nilah.
Joy, unbound and ever what terrorizes you. Take me to them.
I suppose we can drop Diana.
A new moon rises.
But in your dreams, all I see is sunlight.
Interesting. That's another voice line I have never heard before. Draw 2. How many cards we got? We're at 9. Sure. Let's try to see if we can get a big champion. Let's go for Janna.
Lungs and cry, Janna. Night descends.
Let's try to attack and get as much damage down as
Your
possible.
heretic.
Came a long way for a boy.
Yeah, I don't think we'll quite be able to end, but not too bad. Let's drop a couple of these here,
Whoopsie, Lily.
just so that our Lilia can keep growing and being bigger and bigger. Oh my word, we could drop her again. I think we're fine. Yeah, we're okay. Hey, Tora. We're doing Oath Nilah.
Let this draft guide your hand.
Boy, savage. You won't harm their dreams. Not a one.
Oh, GG. Yeah, we can drop this one. Oh, I guess the other card is actually pretty solid. Item chest. Let's get more of these just because I think it's funny. All right, shop. Sure. I mean, normally their hand's probably going to be full. But sure. Monastery. So we don't have another shop to deal with. Let's do a reroll. Although I guess it kind of doesn't really matter because all we really want is our main champion. Let's go over here for Fleet Admiral. All right, this is nice. Our Nilah will be fleeting. So by dropping her, we get double Nilah, which lets us play our
The ocean and all its boons.
Darius and Lilia.
And dream with me. Dance with me.
You are
All right, that is a nice amount of damage. All right, let's drop this kind of for the lulz. Slipstream's probably gonna make us overdraw. Yeah, we could drop this and kill him though. Or that.
experience grants wisdom and
Let's drop this one. No champions. Let's try that again. Working. All right. All right, board full of champions. Looks good. We're gonna overdraw like crazy right here.
The lights unfold around us. Rejoice.
And it's back. Welcome back. GG. I don't really want a nab, especially with how many puff caps we're grabbing. Sure, I guess we can do that. We can try to use the predict to search for a champion. That can work, I suppose. No. Sure. How many cards are we at? We're at 37, so we don't really need to cut any. We're already gonna be taking some from him. Yeah, we can just heal up and go for Twisted Fate. Let's get rid of that, and that one. Good thing is, yeah, these 3 cards right here are the ones that are getting doubled. Oh my word, we might just... Yeah, let's just drop this here and get a board full of champions.
Planting your muscles right.
Army of 1 costs. Those Teemos, though, are going to hit like a truck. That is going to be great.
They'll never know
Let's attack like this. I don't really want to give them the opportunity to play something, so they will be able to block here, but... They can't... Yeah, they didn't kill Teemo. All right, how many puff caps are they at? They're at 800 right now. So we might actually be able to kill them with puff caps. That could be hilarious. We're gonna play this just to get it out of hand. Oh boy, bursting puff caps.
Game. Go on then, watch the ball.
Sure. We can drop that there. Ah, don't be like that. Let's put him to sleep. Yes, that is going to take all of our mana, but at this point, I kind of want to keep our Teemos alive. Because if we can just let him keep drawing and he's going to kill himself with puff caps, I think that's hilarious. Sadly, our Fizz is our biggest target, our biggest unit. Let's drop Nilah to get rid of Fizz. We want... Actually, no, we do have a bigger Teemo. Let's go for this. Oh, well, now she's the biggest unit. Sad. Huh, a Katarina. Let's... Let's go for more of these puff caps. That... We don't have Challenger, do we? No. Yes. No. That's the other one that has Challenger on it. So they're going to be able to block one of our Teemos, which is an issue. But if we play this, we can probably buff up our units a little bit. Alright, one of them is still within kill range. But actually, let's drop this right here. So they have 800 puff caps, and we are going to try to double that several times.
Magic brings us together.
Something the matter.
And now we can go for Katarina.
Start with mushrooms. Start with mushrooms.
Alright, let's drop some more puff caps. Let's drop Katarina right here.
No going back.
They have over 6,000. We have so many chimes in there. Let's, again, just go ahead and attack.
Hide from the light.
We're going to keep drawing cards, which is kind of good and bad. Sure, let's just play some of these, get them out of hand.
What was I so afraid of? Not in my sense.
All right, more puff caps, perfect.
It's just an
This might be the most puff caps I have ever done.
Start with mushrooms.
Oh no, Katarina's gonna get killed. Unless someone tried to block her. Oh, 55,000 puff caps. Attack with only Teemo? I guess we could, yeah. I mean, I suppose we could have tried to play Karma. Sure, let's drop Karma here. Alright, so they have 55,000 puff caps. I think we just overkilled them by 12,000. Oh my word. That was insane. That was pretty ridiculous. Oh. Yeah, I think that was the most puff caps I have ever put in someone's deck. We had 55,000. They pulled out. I think at the end there, we overkilled them by 12,000 damage. That was definitely not how I expected that run to go, but this was surprisingly strong. Wow, that was pretty fantastic. That was a incredible end to that adventure. This is why I love this adventure. It's so much fun. The fact that it's a new complete gimmick that we've never really played around. The point is to try to mill yourself, and the enemy's trying to mill themselves as well. So you have a whole new dynamic that you've never really had to deal with anymore. But then also it's like you have this essentially giant target dummy that has like 1,000 health. You can try to come up with a strategy in order to get through that, brute forcing it, and that's very fun to do. This is fantastic. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, a like and subscribe is always appreciated. Also, if you want to see me playing any of this live, definitely check out the Twitch channel down below. Link is in that description. Hope you have a great rest of your day.